Okay, so way back when we started this course, you'll remember I tried to set up SendGrid with Heroku, and we ran into an issue where it never authenticated, and it's been a full month, and it has still not authenticated. So there's just some issue with SendGrid in Heroku, at least the way that Heroku automatically creates an account for you. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna actually just use my own SendGrid account separate from the one that was created with Heroku. And this is actually a good excuse for me to show you how to use um, credentials in Rails. So, and I'm getting a lot of this from the Jumpstart docs because this is super helpful. But essentially what I want to do is I want to run in here Rails, clear that out, Rails credentials edit. And what this does is, where are we here? App. Okay, so in config, there is this master.key file, which I'm not going to reveal, but it doesn't get added to your repository, so this needs to be secret. So there's like there's a weird string in this file. There's a bunch of letters and numbers, and it's used to encrypt and decrypt the credentials.yaml file. So this gets put into source control, but it's totally encrypted until you run Rails credentials edit. So what I'm going to do in here is I'm just going to copy, or actually, you know what, I'll even do it. Let's take it from the docs from Jumpstart. So I'm going to take this, copy this in here, and for the username and the password, I'm going to put those in behind the scenes. But what I want to show you is, so in production, we need to change this from the environment. Oh, and that's interesting too. I'm just looking at this now, and I totally did a find and replace on accident, so that's not good. I don't even know how that happened. It must have been earlier when we were changing our partials. So that's pretty interesting. It's also making me wonder if maybe this did authenticate earlier and I had the wrong thing in here. But in any case, so we're going to want to change this to, let's see here, Rails application credentials. Then I think it would be, so Rails application credentials, and it would be SendGrid dot username, and this would be the same thing except it would be password. So I actually have to go in and fill those two things out. The other thing I need to do is we need to add this environment variable onto Heroku. I'm not going to reveal this just because it'll show some of my credentials, but in here I want to add a new environment variable, and I want to call it Rails master key, and I want to set it to the value of the information that's in this file, and that way Heroku will be able to access the information in this file. So I'm going to go ahead and do some of this offline, and then we'll take care of this in a few future videos.